Hello. Today, for our Cosmic Key collective reading, we're going to use the number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Sun, and on the bottom of the deck, reactionary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 777. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what do we got? The cards that fell out of the deck before I do what's here and here was cord cutting, illusion, and then 174 hertz, which is connected to processing energy through the root energy center, relation to security, peace, comfort, and it also can relate to physical body feelings like physical pain and physical discomfort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ego, ancestors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The card that fell out was New Beginnings, Old Energy, and on the bottom of the deck, 333. So what is this talking about? We have the opportunity to create something new for ourselves, and it is our ancestors coming forth to say thank you for being the cycle breaker of trauma that we could not be. So the energy here that we're shedding is getting us closer and closer and closer to the authentic self, right? We have a lot of possibility and probability within us, but it's important not to allow, whenever there's a lot of old energy present, and that's because anything that needs to leave has to come up to the surface to be felt, has to come back to be re-experienced in order to be seen, felt, validated, heard, and then let go. So it's very important not to lean into reactionary energy, because when this stuff comes back around, it can feel incredibly easy to get into that sort of fight or flight response. You're feeling it, and so it feels very real. You might see memories from those feelings. Your body might start to react, but that's okay, because reactionary energy can also be transmuted into responsive energy. When you notice that reactionary energy, you can step back. With mindfulness and discernment, understand, oh, okay, some part of me does not feel regulated right now. I'm going to focus on helping myself cultivate more peace and calm, whether that's tapping on the body, or doing breath work, or listening to music, or getting into a comfy space, sitting in a little bit of a hermit mode by yourself. Whatever it is that you need to do in order to feel more regulated, come back to it. This energy that's leaving, we're purging it out, right? We're cutting it away, we're letting it go, because every single one of those layers that never belonged to us to begin with, they create illusionary energy. It creates this fog over the top of the authentic self. And so everything that we're cutting away, it laid on top of our authenticity for such a long time that the ego itself was allowed to drive the experience for a very long time. That is the old energy. So when your ego pops up now, that's the reactionary, like, huh! The ego wants the knee-jerk reaction type energy. We've all been there. We all know what that feels like. We all know where it comes from. Now it's up to us to allow ourselves to not let discomfort be the reason why we do something. To stop the discomfort leaning into something like dissociating, or leaning into something like using vices and escapism, using illusions as a way to not feel something, as a way to not look at something, as a way to not hold ourselves accountable. That is the past energy that our ancestors sat in. They are here with us in this experience as part of our spirit team to help guide us away from the types of decisions that they made in the past. Because that old energy, it's ancestral. It's not just something that you picked up here in this human experience. These things have been passed down from generation to generation to generation. Do you understand how powerful it is, what you're doing? Choosing to heal, choosing to grow, choosing to look at all these things and take accountability and let it go and just cut away everything except for what's authentic to you. That's incredibly powerful, and that's amazing. And it's something that our ancestors didn't know how to do. And to put a pin on that, what about the fact that each and every one of us is just flying by the seat of our pants, figuring out how to heal and grow and let it go, when they allowed their egos to stand in the way. They allowed their egos to be the ones that drove their experience. And we're learning, just shooting from the hip, winging it. And while we're winging it, we're also crushing it. You might not feel like it right now, or maybe you do. Either way, congratulations and good on you. It doesn't matter what part of your journey you're on. The mere fact that you're here and you're listening to this message means that some part of you is like, yeah, I'm gonna do that thing. So at some point, it'll all start to sink in. How proud your ancestors are of you for even agreeing with yourself to sit in this moment and be like, yeah, change is something that I want for myself. I don't want to live through the ego. I don't want to embrace the old energy like that's the only way that there is. Change sometimes feels scary. New beginnings can feel scary because we don't understand what will happen. And it's becoming comfortable with the discomfort, understanding that we do not need to run away from what feels uncomfortable. Most of the most awesome things worth doing come through a bit of discomfort, or a lot of discomfort. Either way, it's worth it. Are you not worth it? Is changing your entire world not worth it? To walk away from all of the stuff that hurts, that feels too heavy, that was never yours to begin with? You're worth it. And maybe you don't feel that way right now, but you will the more you remain consistent with doing all these things and figuring out how it works for you and what resonates with you, and doing it in whatever way, in whatever order, and whatever timing resonates with you. Because it's not a race, and comparison is the quickest way to kill your joy and prevent you from moving forward. So feel that energy of, I feel proud of me. It took a lot for you to be here. It'll take a lot for you to keep on going. And it'll take a lot to get to the end destination. But at the end of your human experience, when you look back on all the things that you never gave up on, and the commitment and the consistency that you had to cultivating change for yourself, oh boy, will you feel proud. I love you.